Good morning. Happy 2020. I've had a lot of responses on my Eric Brandt video. Number one, it does appear that I misread that initial sentence. It was poorly worded. The headline said that Brandt was charged with retaliation against a judge and harassment against a local man. He was charged with the crimes of retaliation against a judge and the crime of harassment against a local man who happened to be a judge. So, two separate charges against Brandt for his statements to the same person about the same thing, yada yada. I hope you get what I'm saying. So, thank you to whoever pointed that out. And then there's a bunch of Brandt supporters who have really not very insightful statements to make, but I'm going to address a few of them just to help everybody out. Number one is that the free speech argument doesn't really apply here. The Supreme Court, in several cases, I remember Virginia v. Black, and I think there's one like Watts v. United States, I could be wrong on that, have held that true threats, like fighting words, like child pornography, are not protected by the First Amendment. True threats are not protected by the First Amendment. If you're implying, or if you're stating or implying that you're going to harm someone, and the prosecution can prove that it's your intent to state or imply that you're going to harm someone, then that's not protected by the First Amendment. But even if it was protected by the First Amendment, the retaliation against a judge statute would survive strict scrutiny. 99% sure that it would survive strict scrutiny, because all it has to do is have a compelling government interest, and in this case, the effective administration of justice is a compelling interest. It'd have to be narrowly tailored, the least restrictive means possible of achieving that compelling government interest, and viewpoint neutral. I think it is all three. And just think about it this way: if rich people could bribe judges, or if powerful people could threaten judges to get the judges to rule their way, then the justice system would be just a huge joke. And I know what a lot of Brandt supporters are going to say right there: the justice system already is a huge joke. Well, it would be a bigger joke. I hope you can understand that. It would be worse for the United States if judges could be bribed or threatened with impunity. So, the freedom of speech argument just dies on the vine. It's not going anywhere. The second argument is that, but he didn't actually say a threat. He didn't actually threaten anybody. It was a hope and a prayer. And, this argument doesn't work. It goes, the mob enforcer rolls into a business and says, it'd be a real shame if your legs were broken and your business caught on fire and you were unable to escape because your broken legs, it'd be a real shame. Now, he didn't actually say he was going to break the business owner's legs. He didn't actually say he was going to catch the building on fire. But he implied it strongly enough that most rational people can understand that there is a threat there. And Brandt made it pretty clear that he was threatening the judge, in my opinion. Now, a jury might see it different, but that's up to the jury. In my opinion, that was a pretty clear threat. You can have a different opinion, and that's fine. But if you can't see that could be that could be considered a threat, if you can't see that, then you've drunk the Kool-Aid. And it goes back to Virginia v. Black. That was a case about cross burning. Burning a cross. Well, just burning a cross, that's not threatening anybody. Yeah, but people know. People know. You burn a cross on on a black family's lawn, they're going to know what you're saying. They'll know. I mean, it's not, you're not as smart as you think you are. Speaking of smart as you think you are, some allegations have been made that are pretty fucking retarded. Number one is that Eric Brandt has won Supreme Court cases, and no, his attorneys did. His attorneys won Colorado Supreme Court cases. He had representation. I don't know why people think that it was somehow him writing the pleadings and reading the law books. He's not some legal genius. He's not retarded. He's not dumb. He's smarter than his followers are. But that doesn't make him a genius because his followers are fucking retarded. And I think that was about it. I think that was about all I want. Oh yeah, one other thing too. People think that Brandt is, so smart about doing this stuff and getting away with it. Well, that motherfucker has a lot of convictions. All right, he has or at least the last time I checked, he had a ankle bracelet on. You don't get those. You don't get those if you win your court case. So he does screw the pooch quite a bit. And this is going to be different than his jury nullification, because in the jury nullification, the prosecution couldn't prove that he was doing it with the intent to disrupt a particular trial, to change the outcome of a particular case. In this one, it's pretty clear it's going to be an easy prospect for the prosecution to prove that he did this particular one with the intent of changing the outcome for Occupy Denver. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day.